It's your boy Tom back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and talking about the new pack update that did get released in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, which seems like, at least to me, this type of pack update is coming every single day this week. At least today. For 99,000 MT, you get Kawhi, who is really good, Paul George, who is really good, and Amy Lowry Marketing, who's not great. But at least for, 99,000 MT today, you get two really solid cards. Probably, two top 5, top 10 guys at minimum at their respective position. Compared to yesterday, hardly anything. This Russell Westbrook thing is horrible because he's not good at the point guard position. And then, but you get 5 Hall of Famers, man. Who cares, man? Who cares? And then this does reset every 4 hours. So it'll be a new pack in 4 hours. Contains one guaranteed unsellable swagger player. And what you guys can see pack odds, you got a 62% chance to pull a diamond or above. And honestly, the problem is it's unsellable. And look who's in here. I know it's 2,000 MT, but or 2,000 VC, maybe for Mikal or Lonzo, it's okay. And if you're just starting the game, it's 2,000 MT, so it's hardly anything. So Lonzo or Mikal, I guess, I can't really hate on that. So just keep an eye on this. I would say the swagger probably is not worth it because, again, Lonzo's the only decent card in this. But if there is ever a good equal chance pack for 2,000 VC or even for 10,000 MT, you could do a lot worse. The thing for me is, do not fall for the limited or the hype with this. Make it so 2K actually has to put some value in these things. Like this, for example. I don't hate this because, again, if you're just starting out the game, Paul George, Kawhi, they're really solid. And for 99,000 VC, you can do a lot worse. Now, am I saying that I recommend you guys getting this? Probably not. I still don't think it's worth the value, especially because Lowry Marketing's not great. But I'm saying you can do a lot worse. So, yesterday, again, the D-Rob was fine. Still probably not worth it. But in general, just not worth it. And even these whole things, these are basically the same. Some of them might reset after a day. But a lot of these cards are obviously going to be the same. But it's the same thing of, well, you got a 2% chance to pull a diamond out of this Sapphire Plus Hollow player. So before you rip this, before you think, oh, it's for sure worth it, realize you're going to get a Sapphire Hollow player. And for 15,000 VC, that is just ultimately not worth it. And again, I'm not trying to just hate on 2K for doing this, but this is the quote-unquote content for the week. I'd get it if it was the last thing that we got this season. But remember, guys, we still got 9 days left of the season. Next week, we're not going to see any content either. We might see super packs and stuff, but that would be it. And so that's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand is this whole pack update, it's not content. It's just not. I can't even sit here and say, oh, it's content because it's basically useless. Again, for maybe no money spent guys, that one, pack could possibly in the end be worth it. But the fact of the matter is, this is not, it's not what we need in the game mode. It's just not. Unless if they had actual deals in here, sure. Or if you could buy this Kawhi Paul George for 150,000 MT, if there was an MT option on it, I'd be a lot more lenient with it. But the problem is it's not. It's all pay to win. They want you to have to spend VC. And if you really realize how much VC is, it is not worth it. It's just not. Again, I don't mind this swagger equal chance pack because if you pull these VC prices up, which we need to do, 2,800 VC, that's literally $1. I can't hate on that, especially if that helps your team. If 3 of these 5 guys help your team, okay, whatever. I can't necessarily hate on that. But the problem is, Josh Smith stinks. Rashard Lewis, not good. Hedo, not good. Lonzo's solid. Mikal's solid. But even with that, I would save up for something bigger. I can't even sit here and say this is worth it. Now, again, maybe if they, come out with a different drop, swagger's not worth it. But maybe if they came out with again, I don't know. I'd have to see it, but a different drop, maybe even this Showtime, which you could get, even that, probably not worth it. I can't say it's worth it, especially because it's unsellable. That's the whole thing. I feel like unsellables have ruined this mode beyond belief because sure, you might only be spending $1, but you're literally not investing in anything. You're not gonna get any MT back from that. And again, I have a problem with spending MT, especially if you're never going to see any return on your investment for that specific thing. So, I mean, another day, another update to the limited pack market in which nothing's worth it at all. It's just nothing worth it. Again, that's just the big problem I have with this is yesterday D-Rob was a fine value, but this whole 99,000 MT was just a money trap. And I literally loaded into my first triple threat online game yesterday, and I saw a lineup of Anthony Edwards, Brandon Ingram, and Karl-Anthony Towns. So I knew that they loaded up the game, spent 100,000 MT or 100,000 VC, which you guys might not think is that expensive, but it's literally $25 on a useless content drop. That's an issue. And 2K is seeing all of the money come in. And so I'm just telling you guys, be aware. Know what you're buying before you buy it. Another thing I'm just going to highlight here is in the card grading system, do you guys realize that D'Angelo Russell costs the same to grade as Luka Doncic, but he doesn't sell for anymore? Pink Diamonds all have the same, what it costs to grade them. So after I evoed D'Lo, I still graded him because I figured, oh, he'll be cheap to grade. And I didn't even look at it. He was $15,000 to grade. D'Angelo Russell was. Meanwhile, he sells back at a diamond value. That's an issue. Again, 2K, fix your game. Fix your game. These are the things that drive people away that people need to be aware of. And it's the same thing with this limited player market. Realize that this is unsellable before you buy it, because if you get Hedo Turkoglu or Rashard Lewis, you're basically getting no return on your investment and just throwing money away. Same thing with all of these cards. Realize what the pack odds are and if it is worth it for you to open up. The diamond pack, literally the exact same as it was yesterday, so no update to that either. And so a lot of these things are diamond and ambi option pack, I should say. A lot of these things are the same as they were yesterday. The only big difference, Russell Westbrook instead of David Robinson. And trust me when I say, do not buy Russell Westbrook. If you really want to spend VC on one of these two things, get Kawhi, Paul George. Those are two guys that can definitely help your squad out. The one thing I want everybody to be aware of, and I'm going to make a video strictly on this next week, is right around now is the time where 2K is going to start changing players, making, players with way more Hall of Famers. So just be aware of that. When you buy Kawhi, when you buy Paul George, they're fine for now, but a week from now, we might see game-breaking shooting guards and small forwards in the game, and even budget ones in which Kawhi and PG are just out of your lineup. So just be aware before you decide to spend any money on, anything, and think long-term. Like, sure, you might want to have fun with the game right now. And if that's the case, if you want to have fun with the game right now, awesome. Pick up Herb Jones. Pick up Dikembe Mutombo with MT. Evo them. Pick up even a guy, let's say like Mitchell Robinson, Kenyon Martin. You do not need to spend money on this game to have fun with it. And that is what 2K is trying to get everybody to do. They're not dropping any, like the Chet yesterday was fantastic. Shout out 2K. But I'm talking about like player market, pack market content. Everything is just rinse and repeat. There's nothing new to this. It's just the same. Spend money and get rewarded. Do not save your money, guys. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.